I met at a music therapy conference, and he invited me to come to the Remo booth to look at some of their instruments. I invited him to come to Arts and Services for a tour and a visit. He toured all the facilities, and he did not realize the impact that his instruments had daily on our students.
I remember Remo coming back from Arts and Services for the Disabled. The first time he had gone, he said, "Brock, you can't believe what I just saw." He said, you know, just the work that they're doing, the individuals that they're helping, the individuals that they deal with on a daily basis, and all of their abilities and all their challenges is just phenomenal.
Remo was really overwhelmed by everything he saw, the students using the drums, what was going on at programs, and he was just really touched to see how his drums were being incorporated at ASD and the benefits that the students were getting from that.
When Remo came to visit Arts and Services for Disabled, one of the first things he said is, "I have to bring Ami to come and see the work that you're doing." And before I knew it, Ami was out for a tour, and she came and stayed with our students and with our staff, and her immediate reaction to me was, "Helen, I can't believe the work that is being done every day with your staff and your students. It's absolutely beautiful." And she said, "I only saw angels, everybody working together for something good every day."
When Remo came back from visiting ASD, I felt like something had shifted and changed in him. I think it was quite magical for him to see with his own eyes how much of a difference music making can make for someone with a disability. And once he saw that, and saw that how much some people struggle to get by through the day, and that music could make a positive difference in their lives, then he was all in.
The relationship came as a very personal interaction. And I think it was something that allowed somebody who owned a company that created instruments basically for the entertainment business to really start thinking about the instrument as a therapeutic tool.
The field of disabilities is a field that is very much in need of the use of music, and that field, the people in that field have used music very, very well to accomplish what they want to do.
The partnership that we've had with Remo over the years has been almost like an extended family member to ASD. We provide the workshops maybe at the Remo centers for the outside community, and Remo provides for us the instruments that we use every day in our classroom settings during our drum circles, so those students have access to the music.
I think drumming's super universal. There's no real wrong way to play a drum, and so our students can really share that experience regardless of what modality they're using to play the drum.
I definitely think we do see a change in students, especially ones with self-interest behaviors. The drums really allow them to get out what they aren't able to express in an appropriate way. They know that when we place a drum next to them, that they're supposed to use that drum instead of hurting themselves or others. So it's really important for them to have that there as a stability.
One of the biggest changes that I've seen using the Remo instruments has been one student in particular who uses it as a form of communication as well as a form of relaxation. And so he gets time out of his wheelchair on a mat, and he has a drum with him that he uses to communicate with the teachers or the instructors and the music therapists, as well as with his classmates, and he often will pass it to them, and it's one of the only times throughout the day that we see him engage and physically hand off an instrument or communicate in any way.
Our student loves them. We have a student who is nonverbal, sitting on the wheelchair, and a lot of times that you don't get a lot of reaction because of her disabilities. But as soon as you bring out this ocean drum, and she just loved it, you can like see her, she start to move her arms and up and down, and then reaching for that ocean drums and tapping on the ocean drums. You see her eyes lift up and her whole body sitting up on the wheelchair and then just playing that drum independently. It was one of the reactions you'll never see unless you have that ocean drum in front of her.
Music therapy is kind of the heart of our crown. And what that means to me is that we take our core competencies, and that is the manufacture of percussion instruments and the use of rhythm in evidence-based ways, and we use that as a means of helping to make the world a better place.
Some of our students are really sensitive to the sound of the drum sound. So Remo collaborate with ASD to work on developing those not so loud drums that still create that vibration when you are playing it, that can really match your rhythms, your heartbeat, your walk beat, but at the same time not overwhelming with the sound for our students.
ASD has been an important partner in the development of comfort sound technology, which is a unique quality of sound that is accessible to people with sound sensitivities, in particular for people, many people with autism.
It was fantastic to be able to have somebody at that caliber care about our service delivery and our students and our staff enough to be able to create something that we could use every day. That makes a difference. Remo then helped to create our Art Beat drum, which is now a canvas, and that has been an incredible help for our staff to be able to have yet another tool that they could use for self-expression and personal expression for our students.
I think for sure, in his mind, the legacy would be the connection of humans and music and how it affects their lives and their wellness.
I think Ami is going to continue Remo's legacy with a passion and a fire, and her humanitarian work will be in honor of Remo. It's a powerful legacy.
What was really ascendant was the sense that he was involved in creating an opportunity for absolutely everyone to engage in music making for their well-being.
What you need to do is you need to find your core competency, and then you need to find a way to use that to make the world a better place.
Remo's legacy will definitely continue because the people that he touched understood that there was a passion, that there was a journey. And so I definitely think that we will all continue to be part of this movement moving forward to continue to make those really important connections between music and medicine.